Black Phone, a movie starring Ethan Hawke and the guy who directed the first Doctor Strange and Sinister. Honestly, when I saw the trailer, I thought it was like, oh, this is actually looks like a solid movie, and it's written by Stephen King's son, if I remember correctly. There's this guy named the Grabber, and he takes children and kills them, and one of the kids, the main characters, gets kidnapped, and he answers the phone, and he hears the kids who had previously died. Honestly, this is a very solid movie. Like, it's not like, oh my god, it's groundbreaking, but it's still like a pretty good movie to probably rewatch a couple of times. Like, Ethan Hawke is a sinister villain in this movie, even though I wish he had a little more screen time. And the kid actors actually do a really good job. They actually feel like characters. And the little sister is really funny too. And the main kid, Fenny, he does a really good job, and he's a really smart character for the most part. And it's set in the 70s, and you really feel that it's set in the 70s with the bikes and all the all the references, and the music that they play, and you really feel like it's not really a slow burn movie, but it feels kind of like it would work in Halloween's universe for some reason for me. Like the style and kind of the pacing. It really does feel like that timeline, that time in the 70s. And like it's not really scary, but it's like disturbing. And I also got vibes from It, from a few scenes from the movie. And then even though even one of the characters is played, he was in Sinister 2, but he was in It Part 2, and he played the older version of Eddie from Part 2 of It. It was a pretty solid movie. Maybe 5-10 minutes of it could be cut, but it didn't feel like the movie dragged on. It actually felt like you actually feel some suspense, and it's intense a little. Like, oh, what is he gonna do next? And I really like Ethan Hawke's. Like, he had like three different masks. One was the devil one, and the other one was some other weird one, and then he had the one where it just shows half of his face. And like, it was a pretty good movie, and I would definitely recommend it if you like horror movies that are actually good. Like, so I heard like some people were slightly disappointed, but I like it's really hard to actually see a really good horror movies these days. But if it's decent or somewhat good, then it's a good enough. And I would say it's about an 8 or a 7.5. Not perfect, but the kid actors, they have a future. I really think that the kid actors definitely, because they acted their hearts out, and especially the brother, the main character and the sister, and the sister is hilarious. And also the guy who played the dad, he was in Lost, and I recognized him right away. I was like, oh, it's that guy from Lost. But yeah, solid movie.